Down the pit, a ways from Mateo, sits a trio of cars all built and tuned by Colorado Speed and Performance out of Frederick, Colorado. Owner Lonnie Miller is out here to show off some of his customers' vehicles that display what his shop is capable of.
So we got the CTSV wagon. It's built, forged, bottom end, ported, polished, everything intake, inlet, supercharger, heads, our custom grind camshaft, 2-inch SW headers, SW 3-inch exhaust, runs a 200 shot, progressive, runs on E85, puts down just over 1,000 of the tires. And then we've got the Z06, 08 Z06, that's forged pistons, basically titanium rods, steel crank, puts down 617 to the tires, all motor, and has a 125 shot progressive on it as well.
As we said before, all you need to be a part of this culture is 4 wheels and a passion. For Shane Connors, that's exactly what got him out here today, and he sees one thing he really wants out of this weekend.
A learning experience.
Talk to me a little bit about your experience in racing.
0.
None, huh?
None.
Okay.
I built a fast car, so I figure I should come out and see what she does.
As with many cars on this strip, the first runs of the day are all about tuning and seeing what the car is capable of at the time. And for Shane, the owner of the 2011 Cadillac CTSV wagon tuned by Colorado Speed and Performance, his first run was very telling.
Something happened with the car. Felt a little cut out there at the end. We'll have to figure that out. I think it was 140 something. Good first run.
While Shane's vehicle was being worked on, another of the shop's clients showed up. Local radio celebrity Willie B, who brought along his beautiful matte black Corvette.
Call this car the Ender, right? Because nobody expects it to have the bring the game that it does. It's an LS1, it's a 99 FRC Corvette, so it doesn't look like a lot of the coupes and so forth. But it's just a bone stock LS1 bottom end. Actually, this car was a world record holder for a stock bottom end LS1 for a while. It's got stock heads, 862 cast. You wouldn't know it, but this car puts down about 880 at the rear tire. Has a comp 78mm oilless turbo on it, methanol injection, upgraded fuel injectors, Galbro fuel system. But it's really, man, it's really surprisingly stock. But it's a freak, an absolute freak. And I'll show you that in about 10 minutes.
And while most of these competitors are looking for the best time and trophies, Willie is looking for action of a different sort.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I came here for this. I came here for this, right? On these $100,000+ cars. I got $18,000 in this car, as it sits right here. 18 grand. I'm gonna bust some 100,000 dudes today, guaranteed.
Armed with a wad of cash and confidence in his Corvette, Willie now needs to find someone to take him up on his bet.
So, just for fun, man, you wanna make it? You wanna put $100 on it?
Yeah, we'll run. Let me go find my little guy. He's up there.
Okay.
Yeah. Find me. When you're ready to go back out, find me.
Go back out. Yeah, I'm gonna follow you. I don't know where to go. They have no idea. Alright, so here's how this is gonna work, okay? Camera cat here, cameras outside, car loaded up with GoPros. We're gonna go over here and see if we can't generate a little bit of this right here, a little scratch. Try to run this old 122,683 mile LS1 down that half mile at about $1.60 and change. Yes, sir. What?
Not only did Willie win, but his speed both blew our GoPro off the top of the car and exceeded his own expectations.
No, I didn't put out 163.
You did? Huh?
I don't think so. I did?
That's a great run, buddy.
That was a great run. I didn't know that.
Back at the Colorado Speed and Performance pit, Lonnie is still trying to figure out what went wrong with Shane's Cadillac.
Spark plugs. Changing the plugs in it. Run a little different plug on it.
You guys get the belt from fixed?
Yes. Yeah.
So it should be running good after the spark plug.
That's the plan.
Despite their best efforts, the Cadillac was simply not right for the rest of the weekend. And Shane will come back next year looking to put his best foot forward. Although the Cadillac had its share of issues, the other car tuned by Colorado Speed and Performance had no such issues. Corby Garner's 2008 Corvette Z06 performed beautifully throughout the weekend.
Not bad. I mean, not really just a head cam package really, and nothing major done to it, but the rest of the jump.
With a win under their belt, Lonnie Miller and Colorado Speed and Performance are happy with their overall performance at the inaugural Pikes Peak Airstrip Attack.
The Silver Z06 did really well. So that was just the final race, and we got first place, so we're really stoked about that for the NA class. Willie, on the other hand, Willie B, you know, he was just out here to have some fun, and that was very entertaining as well. So, and then the Cadillac, you know, like I said, we had some issues, but we'll get her dialed in and get her back, and hopefully we can impress her.
Just across the way from Colorado Speed and Performance is Scott Molitor and his team from MoFab out of Denver. Scott is proof positive of what one can do with four wheels and a passion. Along with his wife's Honda Civic, Scott pulls the most out of his 2000 Subaru Impreza.
For this one, we literally upgraded the whole turbo setup. We got a Garrett GTX 3582, which is a billet compressor wheel turbo. On 25 pounds, that's what netted us the 602. It runs on E85, so it's actually, you know, economically friendly as well. Anything from, you know, the pistons and the rods have all been upgraded to the fuel injectors. All the piping and everything you see here, we fabricate ourselves. Everything is created by me, and just ideas that pop up in my head, and no engineering degrees, just try stuff, experiment, see what works on the dyno.
Scott's passion for his vehicle and performance vehicles in general is evident immediately, and he was gracious enough to share where that passion comes from and then take us along for a ride to show what his machine can do.
This thing is started off as just a regular, you know, cool looking car, but they come from the factory with like 130 horsepower or something like that, and that's at the crank. So they're pretty, you know, they're pretty passive, they're pretty lame, but they look cool. It's always like been a cool lifestyle that I wanted. So I bought it, drove it around like that, just going stock for a little while, and then you get bit by that bug, and you start changing a little bit of stuff here and there, and then so it's like, okay, I'm gonna put this engine from a 2002 WRX in here that makes like 200 something horse. Like, oh, that's cool, you drive that for a little bit, that does okay. And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna put the dash from that same car in there too. So you change the dash out to make that look cool and better seats, and then pretty soon before you know it, the track bug bites in. You're like, oh, I'm going to the road course, I'm just playing around, it's no big deal. A year later, you got a roll cage in it, you're cutting the roof off because you're doing a carbon fiber roof to save your weight, and before you know it, you're trailing the car everywhere, you're making 600 horsepower, you got to drive with a race suit on and a helmet, and then, yeah, it turns into a total, you know, the real deal. I mean, it's what I guess a race car becomes is that. But a lot of these guys, they start off just a normal regular car, you know, and then they get bit by that bug, and it's a hard disease to cure. I don't think there is a cure for it. Once you get bit by that, that's game over, man. There's no cure for this. You got to keep feeding your addiction. But it's the only drug I'll do. So this is it's quite the experience. You know, just even be blessed enough to even be doing what I'm doing, saying I get to do it for a living and be out here doing it. So it's pretty awesome. What number? 98, Scott Malter. 153, can you print that out?
153, there you go.
Right on, man, thank you, appreciate it. Have a good luck. So that's good. 153, second fastest of the day.